This next part of the story, I definitely rushed into because I was so anxious to go ahead and get started to see what the outcome was going to be. But I want to back up and just give a little bit more details about the loofah plant. So this whole arch right here is covered in loofah leaves. This is one seed, one plant, and it started off growing really slow, one vine, and then all of a sudden, maybe a month and a half into the story, it just spread like wildfire. So I don't know if these leaves are edible or not. That is definitely something I will have to do some research on. So here is the flower of the loofah plant. All these little bulbs on it will eventually open up, but they literally open up one by one. It's very often that I come out here and only see male flowers open, and then one female flower will open, and the bees will go crazy to pollinate it. I think the bees are attracted to this plant by far the most. Like at any given day, I can come out here and find like four, five, six bees out here versus other plants like the okra or the tomatoes or the cucumbers. I may find only like one or two. This plant definitely attracts a lot of pollinators. Uh, Wasps be out here, ants be on this. And there's one bug that is very destructive. And I have to find a picture of it and I'll post it. But I know it's destructive. But honestly, I don't know how to keep it off of this plant. Like, it loves this plant. So I come out here about twice a day to spray it with water just to kind of make sure that the bugs don't take the plant over. But here's where I kind of rushed into the process. I picked the loofah that was still green and I went ahead and started cracking it open. The skin did come off of the loofah quite easy than when I tried to do it the first time. However, I know the loofah was not ready to be picked from the vine. So when this loofah is ready to be picked from the vine, it will be brown. And at that point, it will be easy to remove the skin, easy to remove the seeds. Like literally, you could just hit the loofah hard on something and the seeds will come out. The loofah can be used in the kitchen to scrub dishes, to clean your countertops. Um, Whatever you use a scrubby for, or you can use it in the shower to scrub your body. It's a great exfoliator. So we're going to get into the process of where I picked up videoing because I did start peeling the loofah before I started recording. So let's get into it. So here's where I started the process before I let the plant dry out on the vine. If I would have let it dry out, I wouldn't have had to cut it. I wouldn't have had to take the seeds out the middle. Like it would have been so much easier. Typically, if you let it dry out on a vine, you don't have to take this middle part out. Um, it would, you could still use it as a part of the sponge, but because I was so anxious. Uh, the process is definitely a bit harder than it typically has to be. In the normal process, you would want to save the seeds. But because I used scissors, I ended up cutting through a lot of them. So I just decided not to waste any time trying to clean them up because there was like a really thick film over the seeds. I'm guessing from the moisture of the plant. But I didn't want to just deal with the process of trying to pick the seeds that were still whole versus the seeds that had been cut through. So once decided that I wasn't gonna savage the seeds anymore, the process just was like, okay, let's get these out of here so that we can wash this out, let it dry a little bit, and then go ahead and use it as a sponge. As you can see, when I wring it out, it's a lot of moisture in here. Like this plant definitely could have just stayed on the vine a lot longer. But the process was fulfilling. I am able to use the sponge, which you'll see in the end. But I really enjoyed just doing this part of it because now I know I want to do this early on. This is what I got to go through. But I'm almost done here. Now you're gonna see in just a second. You do not have to dry this out. You just wash it, get that goo off of it, and it is ready to use. So if you want to dry it out at the temperature of 130 to 170. But here you go. This is a sponge, and it is ready to use. Thank you guys for watching this video with me.